For me, training's always been about two things. I guess that's four things, but two things. Firstly, aesthetics. It's always been important to me to look like I'm an athlete. And secondly, you've got performance. It's also really important that I can perform like an athlete as well. Now, in the fitness community, particularly the bro community, it seems like the things that what people are most concerned with is your numbers on the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. Now, as much as I think that that's a good place to start, I don't think it's a representative of your wholly like athletic ability. Like, look at strongmen, for example. Obviously they can squat, bench, and deadlift the most. Will Eddie Hall beat my crippled father at a 100-meter race? Probably not. So most importantly for me, my fitness goals have always been about aesthetic, number one, but more importantly, performance. So recently I've been training calisthenics because that's just something I want to do. I think it looks cool. I think it's really fun to do. You can literally do it anywhere. The world's your gym. And if I was like several months into a bulk, like I'm already heavy as it is. I'm like 92 kilograms as is. If I was like 110 kilograms, I'm not going to be able to like train to do muscle ups because it's just not feasible. Also MMA, most of you guys who watch the channel know I do MMA. I want to take that seriously. And obviously if you're massive, you have too much muscle mass, you're too strong, then you're not going to have the cardiovascular endurance to survive the rounds and like actually be a good fighter. But now I'm at this crossroads, right, where I just don't know what to do. In a way, I'm actually a little bit sad that I've grown up in a generation where social media's been like, g'day, where social media has been such a prominent thing, because I feel like years back, especially in like the fitness community, the end goal always seemed to be just how much mass you could put on. And I think particularly through your teenage years, that is the most important thing. Like bulking and cutting through your teenage years, I mean, I've done it, we've all probably done it, isn't actually good for you. It's not good for your hormones, it's not good for your growth, it can stunt your growth. But because we've grown up with social media where it's like Gymshark and all these like huge enterprises that are basically just force feeding this image of basically tall, big, lean guys, it's sort of already set a precedent for people needing to be unrealistically lean. Like people expect people to be, you know, 10-12% body fat, whereas like in reality that's not normal. Now I've titled this video my plan for summer physique or something like that. Basically, what's my plans, what do I want to look like by summer? Now obviously any gym goer knows that you're never gonna be entirely happy with your physique and how you look. There's always gonna be the next thing. There's always, you know, an extra inch you can get on your shoulders or your traps or your biceps or your penis. And then there's of course the argument where you can also just always get leaner. So I'm at a crossroads here where I want to get bigger. I'm at the stage where I would really almost like to go on like a really long steady bulk, like almost a 3-year bulk, because I feel like over the next years, like 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old, that's when I'm going to be at my physical peak, and that's when I'm going to have the most opportunity to put on as much size as possible. But then also in the back of my mind, it's like, how much size would I be willing to put on before I'm like, I'm too fat and I just need to cut again? So I'm thinking, should I like steadily bulk into the summer and then continue that, or should I shred down? Now this year is my final year of school, final year with my friends, going to R&B this year for New Year's. It's going to be a good time. And truth be told, I actually just want to get insanely fucking shredded. This is a photo of me from last year. I think I was about in the range of like 8 to 10%. This year, I want to blow that out of the water. I want to try and look as good as I possibly can, feel as good as I possibly can, but more important to me than like looking good, feeling good, blah, blah, I just want to proving to myself that I can achieve this goal that almost seems unrealistic. Like if I can prove that to myself, just like the intrinsic reward and like motivation that gives me is unreal. So that's why this year I'm deciding to cut. Like I have technically started, like I've reduced what I'm eating and like I'm watching what I'm eating a bit more, but I don't intend on getting like really rigorous and like counting all my calories until about 10 weeks out from summer. And I'm classing summer as like the start of December. So at the moment I'm weighing about 92 kilograms and my goal weight is to get down to about 80. Now I'm gonna see how that goes. Obviously I'm gonna monitor how I feel. Like if I'm feeling absolutely hideous, then I probably will just force my way through it. Now obviously I'm gonna try to do it in the safest way possible, do it as slowly as possible, try and retain as much muscle as possible. And also I'm not gonna get like obsessive over my calories. Like usually my parents, my mum or my dad will make dinner, and I'm not going to go up to mum and be like, yo mum, can you just like count every single calorie you're putting into that pasta, because I want to get to 9% and like if you don't count those calories I'm going to be at 10%. Like obviously that's ridiculous. But that is my plan, and alongside getting shredded I'm going to be working on calisthenics. Obviously calisthenics is cool, it's something you can get stronger at while you're getting leaner, because obviously as you drop the body weight the movements become easier. I really want to learn how to planche. I really want to learn how to muscle up, and I've been doing progressions for those. And then I think at the end of this year, after I do the big cut, I'm going to try to go on a steady bulk for a couple years. That's a big commitment. We'll see about that. I might just turn into a house again and be like, look, I'm too fat and need to cut again. But I'm going to try and stick to it, try and maximize the youth I have to build as much muscle as possible. And then, yeah, hopefully for like 2-3 years, be consistent, eat heaps, enjoy myself. Obviously, I'm leaving school. I've got some dreams I want to chase. So I really feel like this next 3-year period is going to be like, you know, the grind period. Where I'm going to get massive and I'm going to like achieve goals. And like, yeah, I might look a bit fat and like, that's the thing, right? To get the, like, you've really got to do the mahi, and not only is the mahi like getting in the gym and like working really hard in the gym, because that's certainly a big part of it, but for me it's like the psychological aspect, right? Like, how long are you willing to be a bit bigger and not that idealized like shredded look? It's like more psychological, I think, for me than it is like the physical aspect. And even TikTok's like horrible. Like the people that are both massive and shredded, it's like not only is it 1 in a million genetics, but it's also like years of training. But unfortunately, because like platforms like TikTok and YouTube are so saturated, and Instagram, literally every 3rd post you go down is like someone who looks absolutely like unreal, and it's scary because that's becoming the norm. In a sense, I do also like it though, because I'm real competitive, and like a little bit in me is like, yeah, I'm gonna beat that. Like, I am gonna beat that. But essentially, that's my plan for the summer. Get shredded, keep my performance high, keep my well-being high, prove to myself that I can achieve my fitness goals, getting even leaner than I was last year, and just enjoy myself while doing it. Have another sick summer, because last year's was mean. Alright people, I just wanted to make that video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. Let me know your summer goals, because like some people might be going the opposite way. Some people might want to get absolutely massive for summer as opposed to the, you know, the leaner look. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. I'll see you in a future video. Adios.